Okay, hi guys. Today we're going to study the subjunctive of the unknown or the subjunctive of the indefinite, el subjuntivo de lo desconocido o de lo indefinido. Now imagine that you are a human resources manager, un gerente de recursos humanos in a company, and you're looking for personnel, for new people for this company. Okay, busco un intérprete que hable francés, mandarín y español. Okay, busco hable. Okay, why do we use subjunctive in this sentence? Well, for two reasons. Because we're searching for someone we don't know if he or she exists. It may be that there's an interpreter that speaks French, Mandarin, and Spanish, and you are able to hire him or her. But it may be that it doesn't exist an interpreter that speaks these three particular languages. Okay, so just look for the verb busco. Okay, busco. Okay. Okay, in this example, we see the sentence, necesito un programador que sepa Java y HTML. Ok, y vemos que vamos a utilizar el subjuntivo. Why are we going to use the subjunctive? First, because we have the verb necesito, necesitar. Un programador, a programmer that knows Java and HTML. Now, it could be that, yes, we may find a person that knows both languages, and it may be that we don't. Therefore, we're going to use the subjunctive. Okay, now let's look at this sentence. No hay ningún contador. No hay ningún contador que sea bilingüe. Okay, las palabras claves en esta oración, the key words in this sentence are no, ningún, and the subjunctive sea. Now, what happens in this sentence? Hay una asistente administrativa que habla 5 idiomas. Okay, in this sentence, we use the indicative. Why? Well, the reason why we use the indicative is because we are sure of the existence of this administrative assistance. How do we know? There is, hay una asistente administrativa que habla 5 idiomas. No conozco, okay, negativo. No conozco, negative, a ningún empleado, negative, que esté contento, subjunctive. No conozco a ningún empleado que esté contento. Positive. Conozco a muchos directores que ganan mucho dinero. Okay, conozco es afirmativo, es affirmative. Therefore, we're going to use the indicative. Okay, just to summarize, remember that we use the subjunctive. Usamos el subjuntivo con expresiones, with expressions that are usually negative, like no hay, nadie, ninguna, ningún, no conocer, okay, the negative of conocer, no conocer, buscar, and the indefinite article, and necesitar, and the indefinite article. And as you should know, an indefinite article is uno, una, o unos, unas. On the other hand, we use the indicative, usamos el indicativo, when we see the expressions hay, because it means there is or there are. When we see definite articles like el or la, and when we use the verb conocer in the affirmative. Now pay attention here, because this is really important. We have here more or less the same sentence. Necesitamos la recepcionista que se expresa bien, and in this case we're using the indicative, okay? Se expresa bien, okay? Now in the second sentence, we have more or less the same sentence. Necesito una recepcionista que se exprese bien. Now in the second sentence, we use a subjunctive. What is it that makes one sentence need to use the subjunctive and the other the indicative? Well, when we have definite articles, as we said before, we are going to use the indicative. La recepcionista, la is a definite article, therefore we use the indicative. In the second sentence, we have una recepcionista. Okay, so we don't know exactly who she is. We need una recepcionista, any receptionist. Therefore, we use the subjunctive. Okay, when we're asking questions, we usually use the subjunctive. I would say 99.9% of the time. When we have questions like conoces, o buscas, o necesitas, and there are questions, you're going to use the subjunctive. Why? Because we don't know if the thing or the person or the event we are asking about exists. We're asking for the information. So let's say we encounter a question like, ¿conoces a alguien que sepa de política? Okay, in Argentina, it's a question. We're asking, do you know somebody that knows about politics in Argentina? Because it is a question, we're going to use a subjunctive, sepa. That means we don't have the knowledge, falta de conocimiento. And if the answer is in the negative, you're going to use the subjunctive too. No conozco a nadie que sepa de política en Argentina. Now we have the same question. ¿Conoces a alguien que sepa de política en Argentina? And it's a question. We have the verb conocer, and since it is a question, we're going to use, yes, the subjunctive again. But this time, the answer is yes, I have the knowledge. I know, yes. The answer is in the affirmative. Therefore, you're going to use the indicative. Sí, conozco a alguien que sabe de política en Argentina. Okay? Okay.